Hi everyone, this is Ryder Smith, class of 96 from CMC. I'm here talking with Tiffany Williams. Tiffany, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. So this is part of our series of Better Know a Board Member, where we introduce our alumni community to CMCAA board members. What year were you, Tiffany, at CMC?
I graduated in 2005.
So you're relatively new to the board. Why did you decide to get on the alumni board?
I wanted to find a volunteer board to do something in the community, so I picked the CMCAA.
Okay. And what have you worked on since you've been on the board?
What have I... board stuff or just in general?
Sorry, all CMC stuff. I know you're very involved with the CMC community, so tell us about some of the things you're involved with, those that you're most proud of.
One thing that I did when I went abroad for 2 years, and when I came back, I restarted again the Black Alumni Student Dinner, and last Thursday was our 4th one, and it was really cool because 2 of the students have been there since the beginning, so every single year they've been to the dinner, and different alumni come, and a couple of the same alumni have come, so we really have a good time at that, and we've incorporated alumni speakers.
Where was that?
Name.
Oh, lovely. That's great.
It was a lot of fun to meet new old alums, and the students, and seeing how they view CMC and how things have changed or not changed, and engage the Office of Black Student Affairs to meet students and things like that.
You said you went abroad. Where did you go abroad?
I was in Japan for a year, and then I was in Canada for another year.
Canada?
Yes, I
was
in Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I worked for a CMC alum.
Good. Yeah, keep it in the family. That's important.
Yeah.
Why did you want to go to Japan?
I had Japanese students growing up in high school, so I said when I was go to college I'll learn Japanese, and I didn't have time to study abroad, so I said I'd work abroad. And I also wanted to work for a Japanese company, so I worked for a Japanese education company, and I never want to do that again. I spent a year in Japan. I didn't even leave the country for an entire year. A year and a day I went to Korea to visit a CMC friend. But I did have my Japanese tutor from CMC there with me, so every time I felt homesick I went to go visit him.
Oh, that's good. So you still had some CMC connections when you were in Japan?
Yes, I had a couple of CMC connections, and people came through, and a lot of my family visited me, and CMC friends visited me. I'm also on the events community helping revamping the new reunion programming and marketing stuff with that. I've helped on marketing stuff in the past, and I also do the Respublica Ambassadors Program with Greg Gallagher in the Annual Giving Office.
You are deeply involved alum.
Thank you.
And the other thing that strikes me too is you also are nearby, aren't you?
Yes, I live in Laverne because I grew up in Claremont, so I'm at home at the moment. So I'm on campus every other month or so for some reason or another.
So CMC remains a big part of your life.
Yeah.
That's great.
Honnold's great.
And tell me what you are doing now. I think I've seen you talk about tea a lot, so...
Yes, I started a loose leaf tea business, and I have teas that come direct from the source, and they're all organic, pretty much, and fair traded, and they're all loose leaf, and they're really good, and different blends, and I'm learning a lot about tea. And because when I was in Japan, all I drank was loose leaf tea all the time, and when I got home, I couldn't find the same quality. So I decided to start my own company, and I went to Vegas for the World Tea Expo and met all the suppliers who have relationships with farms abroad. So hopefully one day I will import my own tea from farms abroad. So, like, there's this new thing where it's like liquid teas that I don't quite agree with. It's like tea extra. They don't have full leaf teas, but maybe one day.
So you think it's important your tea should best show up as a full leaf?
Yes, it should best show up as a full leaf. This is one of my products of tea and like one of my accessories.
What's been one of the most interesting observations of the tea market you made since you got involved in this space?
How much Americans do not know about tea. It was amazing. They don't have anything to steep their tea in. They don't know how much to put in the water. They don't know where it comes from.
So it seems to me that your business is not only one of marketing, but education as well, then.
Yeah, I have an educational component. I can tell you the history of pretty much all the teas that I supply and where they came from, how they're cultivated, how they're mixed, and traditions behind them, and things like that. So I educate my customer about their leaves. It's a lot of fun learning about the culture and stuff.
Any lessons from the classroom or your CMC experience that you feel like you're applying on a routine basis to your tea business?
Well, I used the whole average cost, marginal cost graph to figure out when I made a profit. I took accounting, so that really helped when I get to make my financial statements on QuickBooks and just entering stuff into QuickBooks and the different accounts. So Masood's class really helped me out. Just thinking about strategy, I took economics of strategy and how you should set things up and look in the future and business planning and things like that.
Great. And the last question, but the most important one then, is what's the URL for your website for your teas?
www.boutiqueteas.com.
BoutiqueTeas.com.
Yes.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for your involvement with the Alumni Association Board and your service to CMC, and good luck with the tea business.